Um, so this wasn't one of my most embarrassed moments, but I just thought I'd tell you this story because it's a cautionary tale. So a couple years ago, one night, I was home in my apartment and I was bored, and so I thought, because I'm like a witch, so I do the whole like witchy thing with the candles and crystals and herbs and all. I'm into all that stuff. Makes me happy. So I was bored and I thought, hey, maybe I'll make a potion. What should I do? And I thought maybe I'll make a potion to make me a more loving person. Because you should know I'm very angry, or I'm sad, or I'm fearful. So I thought, I'm a very bitter person. So I thought, let me just bring some love into my spirit. I'll be a more loving person. And I thought, I'll make some tea out of rose. Because I bought some rosebuds that are made for tea. Because you actually can drink rosebud tea. So I thought, okay, I'll make some rose tea. And I got this genius idea to make it really strong. So I took my French press. I literally filled my French press almost halfway with just rosebuds. And then I just covered them with boiling water. And I let it sit, and then I strained it. I almost couldn't even drink it because it was so strong. It was making me gag. It was so strong. But anyway, so basically, this story is about the time that I almost shit myself in a Lyft ride. And I take Lyft because I'm poor and I can't afford Uber. So, um, anyway, I drink the potion. And by the way, Harry Potter was on my TV, so I'm just really a little delusional person with my actions. But, um, anyway. And I realized, oh God, I have no booze. There's no vodka here. And I can't have that. I mean, no vodka is like an emergency. Like, I need to have booze in my apartment. What if someone dies? How else am I supposed to cry while I'm getting into a blackout? You need. What if there's an emergency, or maybe I just want to actually enjoy a single moment of my life? I need to have vodka here. So I took a Lyft ride to the liquor store, and by the way, at this point, I felt fine. It was right after I drank the potion. Um, so I take a Lyft to the liquor store. It's about a 10-minute drive. Um, I go in there um, and as I'm in front of the vodka that I buy, and by the way, I buy the cheapest vodka in the store because, once again, poor. I get the cheapest vodka, the most nastiest gut rot you can think of, in a big bottle of it. So, and all of a sudden, as I'm reaching for it, I start feeling, yeah, I'm gonna have diarrhea. Yep, out of nowhere, it just comes so fast. It really does. It comes so quickly, and and I thought, okay, let me just make my way to the cashier. I paid for my stuff, went outside. I'm starting to panic a little bit, but I think, okay, there's a Shaw's right next door, so I'll just go in the Shaw's, and which is a supermarket, by the way, if you're not from around here. I'm like, I'll just go in the Shaw's. I walk over to the door, and they're closed, and I don't know why. It was only like 7:30 at night. It was during the winter. It was only like seven something, and I'm like, why are they closed? And I don't remember what the sign said, but there was like a reason that they closed early. And I'm like, wow, this is not good. This is a bad situation I'm in. And because I was planning on taking a lift there, but taking the bus back to my apartment. Um, and I was thinking to myself, well, I really feel like I'm about to shit myself. So do I want to shit myself on a bus in front of a bunch of people? Or would I rather do it just one on one with just me and the Lyft driver? So I went with the Lyft driver, right? So as fast as I fucking could, I ordered a Lyft, and it was like, it'll be here in 8 minutes, and I'm like, oh Jesus. I'm not like Catholic or anything. I'm a fallen Catholic. Like I said, I'm like do the whole witch thing now. But I'm like, oh Jesus, no. Jesus, 8 minutes. I can't do 8 minutes. And so, you know, with each minute that passed, my butt clenched even harder and harder and harder. I get in the Lyft ride, right? He finally shows up, which felt like an eternity, but he finally shows up. I get in the car, and he starts taking me home. But I notice he starts going a different way. And I'm like, oh God, what address did I put? And I look at my phone and I'm like, wait, no, it's the right address. And I realize he's going the long way to my apartment. He's like going the other way and then taking the highway, which sounds like it would be faster. It's not faster. It's the long way. And we're hitting every red light for the love of God. And I'm when we finally got on the highway, which is only a few minutes from there, but I'm like, I was sitting in the back seat, clenching my ass so fucking hard, praying to God, making promises, and like, oh, and by the way, can I just say, this car was a little older. Do you remember back in the 90s, a lot of cars had those like seats you know the material that the seats were made out of? It was like that soft, porous, I don't know how to describe it, but let's just say if I did shit myself in his car and it like seeps through my pants, he's never getting it out of that chair. He's not getting it out of that chair. Let me tell you something. Oh, and um, you know, like people say like I think all seats should just be leather. Seats should be made out of leather. Car seats should be leather. My dad has a Jeep. The seats are made out of leather. My mom has a SUV. The seats are made out of leather. But people are like, oh, well, leather sticks to my skin. I don't like it. Bitch, why are you driving around naked? Who is in your car naked? Why is that even a problem? And when you get in a car, you have clothes on. Your skin's not going to stick to shit. Anyway, so I'm like, I'm sweating. I'm clenching. I'm just so much chaos in my mind. I'm praying to every deity that I ever came across in books. And like we finally get to my apartment, and my apartment complex is huge. But as you first pull in, there's a community building, and I know there's a bathroom in there. And I'm like, but my apartment's way further up, and I'm like, that's okay. That's okay. Just let me out here. Let me out here. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Bye. And I run to the community building. Get in there. As soon as my ass hits the seat, I'm just it's all over. But I did make it. The moral of the story is if you're gonna drink rose tea, just drink it like you normally would. Don't try to do some kind of thing and make it really super super strong, because you're gonna shit yourself. All right. Bye.